How to create the back cover of your calendar. You're going to go to File and New, and you're going to create a new document that's going to be calendar back cover, and you want to make it the same size as your other documents, so 11 for the width, 8.5 for the height in inches, and then 300 for your resolution. This is going to be where you're going to move each of your months over. You're going to select your layers in that first month by holding Shift. I forgot to crop this before I moved it. So go down to the crop tool, which is the fifth tool down, and you're going to hit enter twice just to keep it that 11 by 8.5 size, and then you can move it in. With your layers selected in your new layer here in your back cover, you're going to right click on one of the layers that doesn't have text, and you're going to click merge layers. And then you can see I'm renaming my layer to January here. So all of my layers are now into one. I'm going to hit Control T, make this smaller. You're going to want to fit 4 months across, 3 down, so you can fit all 12 of them in. You can bring up your grid by going to View, Show, Grid, and you can line up that first month and making it just a little bit smaller so that it's kind of even. And I'm going to do those same steps with February. I'm going to hold Shift, select all of the layers, use my crop tool, hit enter twice, drag and drop my February month in, Control T to make my February month smaller. And I like to put it right on top of January to resize it to make sure that they're the same size. And then I can just use my move tool just to scoot that over a little bit. Once I get all 4 of them made, I can figure out the placement of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some text, just some black 12-point font lettering underneath the pictures to write down the month that they are going to represent. So I've got the word January underneath my January picture. Just realized that I forgot to merge my February layers. So I went over there and I held Shift and selected those, typing in the word February, keep those layers organized. Just moved my January text on top of my January picture. Using my move tool just to nudge that text into place here. Again, organizing my layers. You can add in a color, like if you want to use your paint bucket, or I'm doing a gradient here for my background of my calendar. Try to pick something that's going to go with your images and make everything kind of come together and look nice. So I'm looking for an orange gradient here to kind of go with my theme. Just clicking and applying that to that background layer. To get rid of the grid, you can do the same thing by going to View, Show, and uncheck Grid. That goes away so you can see what your final product looks like. Here I'm just adding in a little bit of effects to my words to make them pop out a little bit. Trying out the drop shadow. Didn't really like that, so I'm going to actually go in and do an outer glow. And just change those settings a little bit to make it look a little bit more interesting, make that word stand out from the background a little bit. The nice thing about the effects is once I change those settings, if I go into them for my next month, I clicked on the wrong layer. I can go back to the outer glow and it'll keep those same settings as it did for January, and I can just click OK to apply them. Make sure you save this into my folder. I got a little confused here because my computer wasn't saving how it normally does, so I didn't know where to click. So save as, I'm going to save it on my computer. I'm going to hit the up arrow until I get to my folder. You guys are used to doing this all semester. And then I'm going to save it into my computer graphics folder. Also going to make sure that I save my originals, my February calendar month. This is where my layers are not merged. In case I need to go in and make any adjustments, I do have that original version saved. And then the back cover version is the one where those layers are merged together. Next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to print.